Trust me, you'll encounter them, one way or another. Leviathans. Hey there and welcome back to another video. Most of you probably have a basic understanding of what Leviathans are. It's not just size that matters. And before we go any further, huge spoiler warning. There are a lot of definitions for what a Leviathan is, one of them being a Leviathan is a big creature, mostly a predator, on the top of its respective food chain. However, Subnautica has some inconsistencies with this definition. According to it, reefbacks are not Leviathans, however, if you leave away the food chain aspect, they are. They do not stand on top of their respective food chain, but are indeed gigantic. They have plants growing on their backs and are the whales of Subnautica. Schools of fish swim around them, and there's two sizes, the big ones, which were added a few months back, and the small ones, which used to be the only kind, and now are the babies. But leaving out reefbacks and starting with the smallest Leviathan, the Reaper, you already get a bunch of problems when encountering it. Don't be fooled by the term smallest, it's bigger than your Cyclops and pretty dangerous. Not only can it swallow you in one bite, it can also grab your Seamoth or exosuit and throw it around, damaging it. It also attacks your Cyclops, so be careful. Reapers roam around the Aurora crash site, the mountain island, and the dunes. They might also soon spawn in the void to prevent the player from going there. The Reaper also recently had a texture update which added some scars to it and improved the quality, and that definitely made it scarier. The second biggest Leviathan is the Sea Dragon. As you can probably tell by its name, it spits fire, and it's a serious threat to your Cyclops and exosuit, roaming around in the depths of the ocean in the lava zone. There's one Sea Dragon in the inactive lava zone, and two in the active one. It can grab your exosuit and chew on it, and use its hands to blow a deadly strike against you and your Cyclops. These creatures hunt and eat Reaper Leviathans, dragging them down to the lava zone and only leaving behind their skeletons. In the Lost River, you encounter the juveniles of another Leviathan, about the same size as the Sea Dragon. The Ghost Leviathans hatch from the cove tree in the Lost River, travel to the Grand Reef, and lastly to the Void, where they reach their full size. They can pose a serious threat to any uncautious Void explorers and their Cyclops. And I can tell you, these things are scary.
How's they nearing? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And finally, the biggest and probably most famous Leviathan of all made its first appearance in the Subnautica announcement trailer. Being depicted as scary and dangerous, the Sea Emperor has since changed its image to that of a loving mother protecting her children. It was captured by the precursors in a prison in the lava zone because they believed it could cure a deadly bacterium, which was killing the entire planet. It can contact you telepathically and wants you to hatch its eggs in order to cure the planet.
Here, to me. My young want to hatch, to play outside this place. We have been here so long.
Once you do so, the Emperor collapses, having lived 1,000 years, which is older than most Sea Emperors, because it was the last of its kind and wanted to protect its babies.
My young are swimming for the shallows. I thank you. Their freedom is my end. Perhaps next we meet, I will be an ocean current. I will carry seeds to new lands, or a creature so small it sees the gaps between the grains of sand. Farewell, friend.
The Emperor species produces enzyme 42, which is able to cure creatures from the Kara bacterium and is the last chance to save planet 4546b. The baby emperors leave through a teleporter and cure the planet, making Subnautica's story come to a happy end. And at special place number 3, we have the Guardian, as I call it. This creature is long dead and was studied by the precursors in front of the Lost River cache. It is gigantic if you compare it to a human. The player is only the size of one of its teeth. And the second special place is reserved for the Beta Leviathan, as some people call it. It's located in a secondary research facility in the Lost River and looks like some kind of mutated biter. The precursors most likely conducted experiments on it here, and it can also easily swallow a human. And the biggest Leviathan we know about is at our special place number 1. The Titan, or Lost Leviathan as the community calls it, died long before the precursors arrived on the planet. It takes up most of the Lost River's bones field and probably died of starvation, because it grew too large to exit the Lost River and there was not enough food for it in the bones field to survive. Oh, by the way, a sea dragon is no match for it. It could even easily swallow a Cyclops if it was still alive. So, which of these is your favorite Leviathan? Tell me in the comments below. My personal favorite is the Reaper Leviathan, just because it's the original Leviathan and I think it has the most badass ability to grab your Seamoth and jump scare you when you least expect it. And that was all you need to know about Subnautica's Leviathans. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, and as always, I'll see you next time. Goodbye!